Hello, welcome back. My name is Artur Gęszyniec. I was the lead story designer for the first Witcher, and now I'm playing the game 18 years after the release. And today it is quite possible that we will be ending chapter 4. When we look at the journal, we see that we have to end this disagreement between the people from the village and the Vodianoi, and we have to leave the curse from Alina, who has been killed by her sister, and now she's a Noon Wraith, and the sister was killed by Alina's lover, and now she's a Night Wraith. So a lot of family drama and 19th century romantic notion of poetic justice. Apart from that we have Alvin, the magical boy, we are taking care of, and we have elves, elven refugees, who are the reminder of the wider story that's happening out there. And here is Berengar, the reluctant witcher.
Yeah.
Farewell.
Okay, but probably we discussed everything we wanted to discuss with him. You know what? I think I will meditate till night, because I want to show you something on the field. In the village location, something that's happening at night, and then we will be proceeding with our adventure. We finally learned to make some concoctions. Some oils and bombs. But at the same time, as you see, our inventory is full, so probably I'll have to pick this up later. I'm not very good at inventory management, as I see. I'm not really paying attention to that during this playthrough. Normally, when I play for myself, I obsess about what I have in my inventory, but right now I'm sort of focused on talking to you, so I think I'm not really paying attention to anything else. We'll eat some food. I could just drop it, but I'm a foodie and I really don't like losing something I can eat. Okay. Alvin is following us all the time. In the comments, you asked whether during this flashback Geralt had, after saving Alvin from the hag, from the devourer. You asked because Geralt said, "Oh, I miss them, I miss her," thinking about Shani and matters of family. And you asked whether he was really talking about Shani or was he talking about Yennefer and Ciri. And this is an interesting question, because when we were writing the text, we were thinking about Shani. The text is about Shani. Geralt misses her. But at the same time, when you release a game, a book, a movie, any work of culture, you stop being as an author. You really stop being the owner of the text, and the initial impressions or the initial intentions of the authors, they no longer matter so much, in my opinion. So because the text starts living its own life, and every reader, every player thinks about something while playing the game, while reading the texts. So if you as a player thought, oh, maybe Geralt was thinking subconsciously or not about Yennefer and Ciri, this is a valid opinion, in my opinion, because at some level this is what's happening in the scene, because Geralt realizes that normal life is not for him, that a normal family is not really for him, and I think he also realizes that his life with Shani is maybe doomed to fail, or it's not really what he longed for.
Interesting. This body has been here, but something keeps the bones from disintegrating.
So here, I think that subconsciously we can agree that Geralt realizes that Alvin and Shani are stand-ins for someone else, something else, that he longs for something he cannot have right now or at all. I don't think he consciously remembers Yennefer and Ciri, but we can agree that he tries to that he feels that something is off. And I brought you here because if we chose trees, we would find Alvin here because he would be not trying to be a normal boy and playing like normal boys. He would be drawn to things, magical and occult. And here he would find a ghost of a gambler, and we would have to kill the ghost to save Alvin, or play dice poker with the ghost for Alvin. And this is first, it's a nice Witcher style thing that you have an non-standard interaction with a monster. You see a ghost and you play dice with him, and at the same time it's a bit of a trope, playing with with death, or some embodiment of death, for your soul or for soul of someone close to you. Usually it's chess, but we don't have chess here in the game, so in this instance it would be our favorite dice poker. Okay. And I was not sure whether the ghost appears without Alvin being present, but I guess not. I'm here to...
Yes? May I help you?
Farewell.
I'm trying to buy some things.
How can I help?
Farewell.
I'm looking for a storage, and usually they were accessed through the innkeeper dialogues, but probably not right now.
Who wants to get slapped?
And I also wanted to buy some alcohol for my potions, but it's the middle of the night, everyone is sleeping, so
May I help
probably
you?
that's something
Got any rooms?
5
Good.
orange.
we will also do. We'll rest till morning.
I'm itching to it.
We'll be doing a bit of time skipping during this episode to wrap things up. Oh, I'm sorry.
How can I help?
This is the part of any game that is that I have also often have mixed feelings about. I mean, all those buying and selling. On one hand, as a player, I need this. I need to be able to manage my finances and my inventory. On the other hand, sometimes I feel in some games or in some instances I feel it to be a bit too tedious and like
Yes?
not really aligned with what's happening in the story, but that's
One thing.
Yes?
that's just how it is. Okay, so I think we'll stick okay. At some point we would have to go and upgrade our swords, but that's not today, I think. And we'll meditate once
How can I
more.
help?
One thing.
Yes?
I'd like to rent a room.
Sure. A bargain.
He's he took 7 orange while his wife was charging only 5 orange for the same room, but that's just 2 orange. And also it's a little funny thing. Those are, in my opinion, very efficient ways of of adding character to characters, adding some peculiar, making side characters memorable. Just little small details. And before we go, let's take a look at this inn. Like all inns in the game, this building is based very closely, as far as I know, on actual historical buildings that were, I don't know if they are if they still stand, but in Poland we have this like historical villages that act like open air museums. There are historical buildings often brought from different places and arranged into sort of authentic historical village. And I know the art team spent a lot of time observing the buildings and photographing them as reference, like those old Polish inns from various areas of Poland, if I remember correctly. And then they became the base for the inns in game. So I think the insides of inns were one of the, like, they were planned this way from the very beginning, and they reflect real historical buildings. And I think that's why they are so beautiful and have like so much character, and at least for me they feel very authentic. And this is something that I also talked about, that although the world in Sapkowski's books were more pan-European and like was closer to Arthurian legends, the world in Witcher games is much more Slavic because of the aesthetics, the visuals, and now it might be just, you know, now there are a lot of games with Slavic elements, so this might be even feel, you know, too familiar or overused. But when the first Witcher came out, it was really something new, aesthetics wise, and I think it was really a great idea to base the landscapes and the buildings on something familiar to the development team. And it also made the game, you can feel that it was made in Poland and not in in Western Europe or China or United States.
Geralt?
How's the poem?
Could we do this tomorrow?
Too late. You'll have to improvise.
Master Dandelion, you're to play at my wedding.
Milady, Geralt and I have devised a short poem for 2 voices. Care to listen?
What?
Proceed.
His lips sealed, his eyes blank, his breast stone cold, his heart has ceased. Still in this world, yet no longer apart. Who is this man?
The deceased.
New life comes as hope springs true. His soul shines by memory embraced. The dead returns to the land of his youth to seek his beloved's face. His breast heaves, yet cold it remains. His lips move, his eyes engrossed. Returned to the world, but detained by death. Who is this man?
And this poem is also, in this case, a translation of an actual Polish romantic ballad.
A ghost.
Stop! Stop! Selena killed me. My soul shall know no peace until I am avenged.
Alina, it's me, Selena. As you can see, you have been avenged.
Selena, don't blame yourself. I know you never intended to kill me.
I'm filled with regret. 'Tis justice. I am damned to wander the fields at night till the end of time.
Perhaps. But if we were able to lift one curse, I see no reason why we shouldn't.
Will you help, Witcher?
I'll try. Why did I save Abigail? Were her honor or virtue threatened? No. Because the law was being broken? No. Did I choose the lesser evil? No. The Reverend and his flock made a choice. I'm a witcher. I neither judge nor punish. I solve human problems. Not always using a sword.
So, this ending, or this the scene was possible only because we helped Abigail in the first chapter.
As I am. Why do you disturb me?
I'd like to help.
Dear noble heart, I am damned for the ages.
If I find a way, I'll return.
Nay, you hate me as all do. Woe is me.
I know that it might be clunky in the way it's implemented, but I think the behavior of Selina and behavior of many ghosts in literature are somehow a reflection of how people react when traumatized. They are locked in their own vision of the world, where, I don't know, they deserve punishment, or where they are being constantly attacked, and this stems from real experiences, but does not always reflect the situation that's happening. Like in this instance, we want to help Selina, but we need time to prepare. She takes that as rejection. She attacks us, and as I see, it looked a bit clunky, in my opinion. But the underlying mechanism, I think, is pretty easy to understand. It's true. We would go and talk to Julian to tell him that Alina is being saved, and as you could see, we didn't have to fight her. There was no boss fight in this path, and this is also what I really like about the Witcher games, that you don't always have to fight a boss.
Geralt?
I did what I could for Alina.
How did it happen?
Alina's soul found peace. Selina, well, there was no way I could help her.
Thank you, Geralt. I'm devastated. I was a happy man just a few days ago. Now, I don't know. I may go back to Kovia.
I'm not sure if I don't remember if I still have a chance to help Selina. I tried to talk to Abigail. Maybe she will have a solution. As you can see, I don't really remember how we wrote it.
What do you want?
Take care.
Okay, so probably not. Let's just take a look at... I think we might have to drop the issue for now. If I were playing the game for myself, I would probably Google for a solution, but I might have talked to Julian too early. So let's for a moment ignore the poor girl and focus on other quests. It's better to leave something unfinished and leave the game with an appetite for more than to overstay our welcome. And I'm sure that in the comments you will explain it to me how should I have proceeded, because I'm really impressed by your collective knowledge about the game and about how the game should be played. You remember much more than I do about the game. I'm not sure if I quoted the right sword. I should be paying more attention to what I'm doing in this game. And as you can see, this was also a little piece of environmental storytelling. The body here attracts wyverns, or maybe it was a traveler killed by the wyvern. Small things like that are a pretty cheap way of making the game world feel alive, because you need decorations anyway, you need monsters anyway, and if you manage to put them together so they tell a story, well, you have an extra story in the game.
Let's talk.
I have your necklace.
Splendid. Now your reward. I'll grant you a book on the Vodianoi, the Earth Rune, or I'll treat your wounds whenever you need.
I'd like the Earth Rune.
The Earth Rune. A gift for a true warrior.
Thank you.
Take this token as a memento. The amulet will protect you from drowners.
Okay. So we got a rune and an amulet against drowners that will come in handy in the next chapter, if I remember correctly. I wish we had it on the swamp in chapter 2 or 3. And from the perspective of the years, I think that I must say I enjoy the fact that in chapter 4 I get to choose my reward for many quests. It might seem a bit artificial, because it didn't happen in previous chapters, and suddenly everyone is like, pick one of those 3 rewards. So it might have been implemented in a more subtle way, but all in all, it's a great way of personalizing the experience, because there is no clear, or we tried to do it so way that there was no clear, winning option, but it sort of depends on how every player plays, and some rewards are better suited for one or other playstyle.
Yes?
Berengar has no interest in destiny.
Clearly my vision pertained to you, Geralt.
If you say so.
When the time comes, I shall aid you with a gift. Yes?
Milady, do you approve?
You sent a troubled soul into the beyond. You revealed Alina to herself with a song.
True.
Yes?
Milady, I have had a revelation and wish to embark on a mission.
Geralt, I'm warning you.
The hermit helped me come to an understanding.
Tell me.
Soon I will depart. I don't know if I'll find my grail, but I must.
I shall not keep you.
I do understand your sorrow, your solitude. If I can do anything...
Cease treating me like a goddess. I have enough worshippers. I lack one who sees me as other than the object of a cult.
Milady, simple folk, they don't understand.
I judge them not. But let's return to your desire to help. Begin by paying me a compliment.
I'm no good at this. Milady, your wisdom is inferior only to your goodness.
Enough. I choose not to believe you don't find me attractive. Rather, I blame your famous scruples.
Milady, your eyes are like stars glimmering in the night sky.
Distant and cold. Weak, which...
Oh, Geralt trying to be romantic is...
Puts others to shame.
None has ever paid me such a compliment. My brave knights only praise my soul, though I knew where their eyes fixated. Regardless, Geralt, must I tell you my desire, or can you divine it?
That was very funny, and I have a recollection of a previous version of the card, because I think the card was redrawn, because if I remember correctly, and I may not, but I think that in the first version of the card, like this catfish that we saw on this picture, was a very phallic-like, and the lady was like holding it between her legs, and it looked funny and extremely obscene. So as soon as the card was ready and seen by people who are deciding these things, it was immediately redrawn, and I'm almost sure it happened. So I don't have the previous version of the card, of course.
Yes?
Why the Fisher King?
Shinaz called you clever. Yet your voice betrays that tone so typical of males who think they may treat their lovers as property.
Milady,
You think yourself the only, the best, the biggest.
Milady,
Oh, she's
I'm sorry.
very observant.
You're too old to take offense. Not everyone can master the bedroom.
I'm going.
I jest. It wasn't that bad. Now we are even.
I really like how the scene is written and how she's talking with Geralt. She's very observant, and Geralt is being Geralt, like with all his flaws. I like them both in this dialogue.
Milady, are these what you wanted?
Indeed. Here, pour a drop of my blood onto the altar. Challenge Dagon to a duel.
So be it.
Okay. And I think we will be we'll have to kill this royal wyvern, and then we'll be heading towards our unavoidable boss fight, where we'll have to kill Dagon. But this time I try to be prepared, and we'll have some potions just in case. Okay.
I can't meditate with the fire out. Seems I have to light it first.
I still think we could be using more of this Igni as a source of fire thing in this first game. It worked pretty good in Witcher 3. But here we're just using it for the fireplaces, and it also worked very well in underground locations or dark locations, with those braziers that you can light in The Witcher 3. I think technically we could have done something like this also here in this first game, but we just I think we just didn't really think about it. There's a lot of wyverns here. Well, it's they have more rights to the island than I do, so let's not kill too many of them. Just try to be done with the quest, and maybe we'll try some other. Let's be clever and save the game. I like this cutscene very much. It hints of a bigger world, of the city beneath the lake. And you may wonder why Dagon. uh, it's uh, it's an elder god from stories of Howard Philip Lovecraft. So which are like copyright free for some time now. And why are we using it in a game about Witcher? And I think the question lies in the it has something to do with how Polish pen and paper RPG market looked like, because we were not D&D nation, I would say. For historical reasons, most of or the first Dungeons and Dragons were released in Poland quite late, and it took some time before they gained popularity. And at the time when we were making the game, like in this early 2000s, one of the most popular pen and paper RPGs in Poland was the Call of Cthulhu, based on Howard Philip Lovecraft's stories, and a lot of us in the development team played Call of Cthulhu, because we're nerds and we played all the popular RPGs that were at the market at this time, and I think that's maybe why we added quite a lot of references to Lovecraft, and like those brick makers in lumberjacks in chapter 2. Sorry, I think I will have to focus on killing this guy finally, and I'm not sure if I'm using the right swords. I'm probably totally not prepared for this situation. I'm trying both to entertain you and to survive, and I'm clearly not the best in it. Maybe silver sword. What is slightly problematic here is that the controls in this game are not really are not really you know how they are. The hitboxes are hard to locate. They sometimes overlap. All those boss fights, as I said, were sort of hacked using different mechanisms, maybe not suited for implementing boss fights. So sometimes I'm surprised it worked as well as it does, but at the same time it doesn't work, very well. Okay, so I just hit. Okay, so I guess I killed Dagon, and now, from what I understand, the other Vodianoi, the one who worshipped the Lady of the Lake, they will be able to reach an agreement, a peaceful agreement with the people in the village. So, a success. And speaking of the Witcher remake, every time I speak with the Lady of the Lake, I try to imagine her with a better character model and better animations and maybe some cutscenes added in.
Allowing you to recall something of your past abilities.
Thank you, milady.
Use my gift wisely.
Milady, it seems I am needed in murky waters.
Destiny has brought you here. We must speak.
Naturally.
I am a goddess. You are the sword of destiny. Death has followed you for years.
Perhaps.
Accept this gift from the Lady of the Lake. It will help you fulfill your destiny.
What gift is that?
And here we are going full Arthurian legends.
White Wolf.
A brave knight, a reluctant one, receives a magical sword from the Lady of the Lake.
You demonstrated courage and goodness. By divine power, I hereby knight you. Face your enemies without fear. Safeguard the helpless. Never lie, even if it means your death. That is your oath. Arise a knight.
So Geralt has been knighted 2 times, and one by a goddess, and one in the books.
I see frosty chaos. Take this sword as a sign of my favor. Once the blade of a great warrior, it lay in the depths for ages, awaiting your arrival.
Milady.
Shh, Witcher. It matters not if you believe in destiny. With the blade I present you, you will complete your mission.
Thank you, milady.
Go, White Wolf, and do what must be done. May you fulfill your destiny.
Okay. So let's see what happened. We got a new sword. And going back to the Lady of the Lake, even in this game, she had this otherworldly voice, adding some magical, timeless qualities to the scenes. And when I imagine her, like with proper cutscenes, used to like add gravitas to what's happening. I really I can't wait. What I'm trying to see, I really can't wait to see what they will do with the material and applying all the experience and gained over the years and the technology that's now available. When I think about applying all that to the base that is The Witcher 1, I'm very eager to see what will happen.
Berenger?
I betrayed Kier Moran's location to the Salamandra leader. Then I helped them with their research. I was hunting the beast in the outskirts of Vizima when they captured me. I escaped and ran into Kalkstein, accepting his offer to open the tower in the swamp. That's when they nabbed me again. They weren't as nice the second time around. Finding Alvin, bringing him to them, was the only way I could save my skin.
Why are you telling me this?
I wanted to tell you to your face. See that famous icy glare of yours?
I don't intend to judge you.
Does that mean you understand? You don't condemn me?
I can't condone your choices, but I guess I understand.
Meaning?
Do what you think is right. I'm not your nanny.
Take this. We'll meet again, White Wolf.
And so yeah, as I said, I have a lot of sympathy for Berengar, because no one chooses to be a Witcher, and becoming a Witcher is a very traumatizing process. And I understand that he felt stripped from the ability to communicate and to communicate his emotions, to be part of a society. That's a huge loss. And so, just like Geralt, I don't agree what Berengar did, but I sort of understand him, and it is not my place to judge him for that. At least that's how I like to play Geralt this time.
Geralt of Rivia, I've oft heard of your death.
Forgive me, but I don't think I've ever heard of yours.
White Rayla. What brings you here, Witcher?
Slaying monsters, nothing unusual.
Have you seen a unit of elves in the area?
No units.
Watch what you say. You're hardly untouchable. If I discover you working with the Scoia'tael...
Threatening me?
No. Merely helping you to avoid a serious error whose consequences might prove too dire for you to handle.
You watch your step too. I'm not some emaciated elf. I can defend myself.
I don't doubt it. Know that Vizima is burning. Non-humans have turned it into a war zone. Those poor starving elves are murdering humans by the dozen. My orders are to halt the unit to Ruvialep Shahil commands, and I won't have you getting in my way. They're cowering in the village and have taken hostages. We'll attack soon.
Losses will likely run high.
Strange words, given your new friend is that murderer Yavin. I know you had a hand in the bank robbery. By some coincidence, the Scoia'tael have carried better arms ever since. Whatever the case may be, these peasants gave the unit shelter and food. They are guilty of treason.
I won't let you slaughter these peasants.
Ha! Would you take us on? Very well. Speak to that elven bitch. If they lay down their arms, I guarantee a fair trial. For them and the peasants.
Hold off attacking until I get back.
You have my word.
Okay, and suddenly the situation escalates. We thought, a moment ago we were in a fairy tale. A goddess was knighting us. We had a heart-to-heart discussion with a fellow Witcher, and suddenly the politics caught up with us, and we are in the middle. Of a fight, because the Knights of the Flaming Groves arrived to kill the elves, and the elves had taken villager hostage. And from what I know about the Knights of the Flaming Rose, they will probably have no problems with killing both elves and villagers. Just, for the sake of it. And suddenly I have to interfere. Again, I was trying just to be a witcher. And the politics, hasn't forgotten about me. And this is this is a saying you can hear once or twice.
Dandelion.
Teruviel's elves have taken hostages in the village. What do we do?
I spoke with Rayla. She's leading the Knights of the Order.
Geralt, Alvin's one of the hostages.
I know. I'll try negotiating with them.
All right. I'll keep a lookout behind the village mayor's house. When you're ready, come tell me what to do.
I need to talk to White Rayla and Teruviel. Somehow I doubt this will be easy.
You'll manage. See you.
So, the problem is that even if you don't care about politics, sometimes, politics care about you, or at least intrudes in your life. This is what Sapkowski's books are all about, and this is also what the game is about. And White Rayla is a character from books. He was from the books. He was called Black Rayla then, but then I imagine during some traumatic events, her hand went white. So, where are the okay? Where is the hostage situation? Oh, here it is.
Geralt of Rivia, Teruviel spoke of you.
What do you want?
I lead the reinforcements Yavin sent to help Teruviel. As you can see, Vivaldi's gold is finally serving a just cause.
Arms bought for stolen gold. Admirable. If you've come from Vizima, then you led White Rayla here.
Unimportant. Teruviel could hardly run forever. The Order's hounds cannot be outrun. She should see this as an opportunity to face and defeat her persecutors, and then return to aid Yavin.
You're giving Teruviel no choice, and now you need me to kill the Knights.
Teruviel is a living symbol of our struggle. She has no right to turn and flee. You've done so much for us already, so stand with her, with the persecuted, against those who are blinded by hatred.
Why would I do that? For some of Vivaldi's gold?
No. To support a just cause and prevent a massacre like that in the outskirts. And to save your Alvin from the Order's bloodthirsty lackeys.
Okay, so as you can see, the situation is not, totally clear, because Teruviel, who's some kind of a symbol of the fight for the freedom fighters, she wanted out. And Yavin and his people just cornered her and said, you have responsibility to the non-humans, to the cause, and you have to join us and fight. And they brought war here to Murky Waters. And although I sympathize with the elves, I don't really like this spiral of violence, and I sort of can stay out of it, sort of, because I'm not an elf, so I don't know what will I do.
Yes?
You all right?
No, I feel strange. I can hear what they're thinking. It's terrible, Geralt.
Do you have the necklace?
Yes, I wear it all the time. I don't want to hear them. Geralt, why are the elves doing this?
They're fighting for their freedom, for an ideal. Humans have them up against the wall and they see no other way.
I'll remember that, Geralt. Something bad is about to happen. I can feel it.
I've got to talk to Teruviel. Stay here.
What a dump.
So, where is Teruviel? She's probably somewhere here, but... oh, here she is.
Geralt, why have you come?
I've come to prevent a massacre.
There will be no massacre if they let us depart.
You could have left the children alone.
In faith I could not. White Rayla stands on that shore. Several peasant corpses made no impression on her. The children halted her advance.
I want to help, but you must release the hostages.
I know you're a friend. Some Scoia'tael from Vizima joined us recently. They spoke of you, of how you helped Yevon at the bank. The Havkaran are once again supplying arms and provisions, for they believe Yevon will pay them.
I'm glad, but...
Help us flee under cover of night. We have no wish to fight. With luck, none will be harmed.
Agreed.
And tell Dandelion he may well get shot if he continues to hide behind the house.
Okay. So it's time for a decision. We could have go and talk to Rayla, but I know what she's gonna say. Kill the elves, save the people.
Dandelion, things have gone from bad to worse.
Scoia'tael on one side, the Order on the other, and us in the middle with Alvin.
Mahakaman safes designed by gnome engineers. Masterful locking spells. Battle-hardened war veterans. 500 years of experience. All this to keep your coin safe. Absolutely safe. Don't believe the hype. The forces are balanced. Rumors of riches stolen from the bank have drawn food and weapon suppliers. Riches that humans stole from Vivaldi earlier. Scoia'tael won't admit it, but the fight for freedom is easier on a full stomach in decent armor.
So, yeah, that's how it is. You need a lot of money to wage a war.
Leaving's not an option. You'd make enemies of both the Order and the non-humans.
I'm not worried about that. I'd rather save Alvin, but if I go, there could be a massacre, and I have friends to think about.
Witcher, this feels like a pivotal moment. What you do will have consequences. So do we grab Alvin and leave them to it?
So, these are the options that we are presented with. We can focus on Alvin or help the elves. And I'm tempted to help the elves, but for the sake of the playthrough, I will choose the option where we just try to save Alvin and disappear.
Exactly.
What should I do?
Find the Fisher King and tell him to be ready. We're going back to Vizima.
All right. See you at the lakeside.
I want to get Alvin out of here. I can't allow him to be harmed in any way.
The little one has come to love you as a son loves a father. We do not kill children. Take him with you.
And yes, this is what is happening. We focused on our family and left the elves. to the...
It's a trap! They're attacking!
to the order.
Alvin, no!
And Alvin is gone. And now everyone is fighting me. And that's just awesome. That's just awesome. So at least try to kill some order guys before escaping. But I don't want to stay here and get involved. I try to stay neutral, and of course it backfired. I lost Alvin, and elves and the order are fighting, and now I'm just fleeing the scene. So be it. So little Ruviel. You know, she's a tragic character. We knew her from the short stories. I like her. She's presented in a very sympathetic way, and here we try to show her how she is trying to stay away from politics and just, you know, live her life. But neither the Order nor the Scoia'tael are willing to let her just, you know, disappear into the night, and they both want something from her, either to be a leader or, you know, to kill her. And I think she's not going to make it after all.
Geralt?
Berengar. I have his confession. It contains some clues that could be important.
Clues?
We haven't finished with Salamandra. Azar Javed, the mage who attacked Kaer Morhen, is somewhere in Vizima.
He feared neither sorcerer nor the hosts of the damned.
You're raving, Dandelion.
And walked bravely on, his destiny to meet.
Let's go.
And I think we'll be leaving.
Geralt?
This is bad. Really bad.
And again...
Alvin opened a portal and disappeared. He could be anywhere.
We need to get back to Vizima. Triss might have some ideas.
Vizima it is, then.
After you.
And again, a Geralt, a witcher, comes to a village, and when he leaves, everyone is dead and the village is burning. It happened for the second time in this game. I think it becomes a habit for Geralt. I'm sort of sorry for him. But I think the massacre could not be prevented. Because the war is going on, and it will only get worse in Chapter 5. Thank you, and goodbye.